there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
So why would God equip the average woman to be smarter than men? Do you think it's just for homeschooling their children?
Why are you a feminist?
Equal? Because I believe that women and men are equal.
Equal rights, equal fights. If women have equal rights, that means I can fucking punch.
Men are not intimidated by feminist women.
For years, the focus was on shifting power, redefining roles, and changing expectations. And in many ways, that change happened. But in 2026, something unexpected followed. Not resistance, just withdrawal. What happens when one side pushes for change, and the other side quietly decides to step back instead of push back? Stay with us till the end, because this isn't just about dating, it's about what happens when incentives change and people start making different choices.
Men are not intimidated by feminist women, and this is something that a lot of feminist women tell themselves when they are too loud or harsh or something, and then a guy doesn't want to be with them anymore. They tell themselves, oh, he's just so intimidated by me, he couldn't handle my greatness. That is not true. Men just find those types of women annoying and unpleasant to be around and stressful. It's not worth it. That's what they're thinking. No man has ever been oh, she's so intimidating. She's amazing and so intimidating. I can't be around her. Those traits in a woman, being loud, being mean and angry and selfish, those are not good traits. Those are not good things. And a good man is not going to stick around or chase you or do any of that kind of stuff if you possess those traits. And unfortunately, a lot of modern women do, and a lot of feminist women do, and they think that those things are good. If you're looking for a good man, those things, they gotta go.
At first, the shift looked like progress. More independence, more autonomy, more control over decisions. On paper, it seemed like a system that would benefit everyone.
Why are you a feminist?
Equal? Because I believe that women and men are equal. I do think that women should be able to vote.
Are you talking about just in marriage?
Everything. I think that women should be able to vote. I think women should be able to draft.
You think women should have to be drafted?
Able to vote.
Should women be drafted? I don't know. I'll have to think about
I think
that.
they're equal.
Well, if you want,
I don't know.
I thought they were equal.
Wait, you did say.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
You did say that
they should be drafted.
You want them.
You want them drafted? So if you were drafted tomorrow, would you go?
I'd probably leave the country.
Yeah, you wouldn't go. So much for that equality. You would flee.
This is actually what happens even for the volunteer force of women. If they're about to be deployed to a conflict zone, conflict area, frequently they tend to get pregnant, which would preclude them from having to be deployed. So even if you do get drafted, or even if you're a volunteer, a lot of these women tend to, I'll just get knocked up.
But systems don't run on ideas, they run on participation. And slowly, participation started to drop. Fewer approaches, fewer commitments, less engagement overall.
Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned, but it always goes back to that old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter Lloyd.
No, that's just obnoxious.
Peter
Sorry,
Lloyd,
you have to give me a chance
I think we'll
to
let you
respond to
carry
that.
on this
That is
discussion.
ridiculous.
What the fuck is up with guys and the first thing they say when you talk about feminism or having equal rights, equal rights, equal fights. If women have equal rights, that means I can fucking punch them. Bitch, what? I'm over here I believe in equality and that everyone should be equal. Fucking Josh in the corner is does this mean I can punch women now? What the fuck?
What's interesting is how quiet this change has been. No major confrontation, no loud backlash. Just a gradual disengagement that became noticeable over time.
Unfortunately for men at the function, if I'm around you and you say some misogynistic shit, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out in front of everybody. Because if you're gonna say misogynistic shit in front of everybody, and you're gonna think that everyone's gonna laugh along, including the girls, and they're just gonna giggle and they're not gonna have anything to say, I'm gonna have some shit to say. Okay, so watch what you fucking say. And this happened recently. I was with a group and some misogynistic shit was said, and I called it out in front of everybody. And the men, oh, yeah, we should probably move on, right? The girls were, someone actually said something, they loved it, but no one else said anything. None of the other women said anything. And for me, I felt a little bit this is a bit isolating to be the only one calling it out, but I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to do so. And later in the evening, I had one of the girls who was like 19 come up to me and she said, the way that you called that out, I want to be like that. Because I feel like every single time I just laugh along because I don't know what to say. And I said, girl, it takes time. It takes time to get the language and to get the confidence to be able to say some shit against these men. Okay? But it takes a little bit, but you'll get there. You'll get there. And I think we all need to remember that sometimes. It's not always easy. It's not always easy to call it out. Sometimes you're like, fuck, I don't want to cause a fuss. You know, or I'm a guest to this lunch or this dinner or whatever. I don't want to say anything. So we don't say anything. But we need to. So here's me showing you that I do. And so can you.
A lot of men didn't react emotionally, they recalculated. When effort feels uncertain and outcomes feel unpredictable, people don't argue, they redirect.
I was just walking around in downtown Chicago and a group of men drove past me and yelled stuck up bitch at me. Since the election, I wanted to point out that the way that men catcall me and other women that I know has felt a lot more aggressive and bold, to the point where I'm scared that at some point they're going to pull over and try to pull me into the car. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this or has stories about it, but I feel like it's dangerous because before it used to be, oh, where are you going? You're so pretty. And now it's like, you're a bitch, I'm out to get you. And it's really terrifying.
I love my husband with all my heart, but when I married him 11 months ago, I didn't think I was marrying a cheapskate. He used to wine and dine me, and now when we go on date nights, he's like, let's split the bill 50-50. Marriage is 50-50. Split the bill 50-50, so I feel like I'm taking myself out. He also refuses to pay for groceries because he says I'm the one doing the cooking, but he likes to do the eating. So, Steve, how can you help me make my husband understand that he should want to financially support his wife?
Hey, Steve. Kind of hard to go off of that, but Steve, you know, I believe marriage is 50-50. You know, what's wrong with splitting the bills from time to time? She asked me to do some chores, I do it, you know, and it's, what's wrong with splitting everything 50-50? I mean, I'm trying my best right now. I'm in school, I work 2 part-time jobs, you know, I help.
That redirection shows up in different ways. More focus on work, personal growth, financial stability, areas where effort leads to clearer, more measurable results.
Women don't have skin in the game, so they shouldn't vote.
We don't have skin in the game because men didn't let us have skin in the game. You do realize that, right?
Well, here's the thing. Y'all could join the military now. You guys could do everything now.
Yeah, we can because we fought for that right.
Yeah, but you guys don't use it. I find it interesting
We
how
don't use it?
y'all don't enjoy it, though. You guys fight for rights that you don't even use a lot of the times.
Like what?
So,
like what?
oh, well, women want equality, right, all the time. Oh, we want to be able to do everything that men can do. But why is it that all the hard manual labor jobs are dominated by men? Why is it that men control all the infrastructure points? Why is it that men are the garbage collectors, men are the electricians, men are the power linesmen, men are the plumbers, men are the ones that literally keep society going so that you can enjoy the first world conveniences you do. So you can go ahead and have your bullshit psychology degree or whatever it is that you're studying. The reality is that men make the world go round, and we civilize it to the point where you guys forgot that men really run shit and we give you the opportunities that you have.
And once that shift happens, it becomes hard to reverse. Because stability outside the dating space starts to feel more reliable than the uncertainty inside it.
So why would God equip the average woman to be smarter than men? Do you think it's just for homeschooling their children?
Again, the claim that you made at first, which is that men and women have bell curves, the men's bell curve being wider than the woman's, would not imply that the average woman is smarter than the average man.
Oh, no.
It would line them up exactly.
The curve itself implies or actually indicates that
no, it would
on
just
average...
be the extremes.
No,
right,
no. If you actually look at the curves at the top, it's women taller than the men's curve.
But the IQ of the curve would be on the x-axis, right? That's where you get the extremes. So I think.
So are you disputing that on average women are more intelligent than men?
As would Larry Summers, as would the people who have studied this.
At the same time, expectations didn't fully adjust. The same standards remained, but with fewer people actively participating, creating a mismatch.
Oh, do you want to say that to my face or keep walking?
So do you want me to repeat it? You look too old to be in your college campus harassing women. One of those young ladies just said you said something crazy to her when you passed.
So what did she say I said to her? It's all recorded.
Wait, guys. We have a fun little number. It's called student security. So we're going to let them know there's 2 men on campus harassing women. Thank you for
Okay,
your
so
time.
call them. But what did she say I said? What?
Oh, so does it matter? Because she said you're harassing her, and so why are you as a black man harassing black women? Go do that shit in the car.
So what did I do to harass her?
So you were talking to her, and she said you said something rude to her. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck if she says something random.
It's all recorded. I said nothing rude to her.
Remember, I'm assuming we're going to see it in the post later?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, what's your full-time job? Can I ask?
No, you can't.
Oh, great. So you want to go and harass other people and be invasive
So
to them,
what
but
did
you
I
don't
do
wanna
to harass her?
respond.
Explain the harassment.
You get really, like, flustered. Like, is that, like, normal?
Explain the
Red
harassment.
cheeks.
Am I?
Yeah.
Am I?
You, like, zoom in for the camera. Hey, you ask your cameraman to zoom in.
So what did I do to harass her? Answer
Why
that.
don't you go ask her again? Or are you not going to go that close to campus because you know you're not supposed to be over here?
I can walk here. It's a public
You can
sidewalk.
walk here, but do you have to harass students? Are you going to ask her a question, or are you only do
So
that to
what
black
did I
people?
do to harass
Look,
her?
there's somebody else coming through. You going to ask them a question
What
too?
did I do to harass her?
That mismatch creates confusion. One side expects engagement, while the other side is becoming increasingly selective or absent altogether.
I've always gotten the vibe from even when I was young, from when I was 15, that liberal women don't like women. I'd go as far to say that liberal feminists hate women. I think a lot of them hold so much internalized misogyny that they have managed to pivot the movement from fighting for women's freedom and empowerment to fighting for social approval. Like, it's so obvious to me. They have an arsenal of insults to discredit women. None for men. Liberal feminists aren't fighting for you or me. They're not fighting for women. They're not fighting for women's empowerment, women's safety, women's rights. They don't care about that. I believe that these women, liberal feminists, are fighting for their own social status. If a woman's pain, boundaries, safety conflicts with their views, their ideology, they would sacrifice her in a heartbeat. Because social approval is a currency, right? And the more you signal that you are open-minded, progressive, left-leaning, defending the oppressed, the more status you gain in liberal spaces. Because the truth is, you don't get any social reward from defending women. For example, I get comments sometimes from white progressives saying that I'm a bigot for talking about my experience with the non-Western religions. Because by siding with me and defending me, they don't gain anything from that. But defending a non-Western religion that they perceive the groups of people that are in them are oppressed, well, they get some points for that. And for liberal feminists to maintain their social status, they need to attack and police other women that don't conform. They don't attack misogynists or genuine abusers, because that won't rise. Attacking men will never raise your social status. Attacking women, though. Like, these women are not activists. They don't care about improving my life or your life. They need praise and validation and to feel morally superior. And most of all, male validation. Because like I said, progressive liberal women, especially the white ones, do not defend women, do not advocate for women's rights. They advocate for their own social status within progressive spaces at the expense of actual women. The worst part, some of them don't even realize it.
What makes this dynamic complex is that it's not driven by emotion, it's driven by incentives. People respond to what feels rewarding and avoid what feels risky.
I don't know, because time and time again, men have been told not to approach us, let alone talk to us. And they better not assume that we can't do something for ourselves. And if they do make the mistake of assuming and actually try to help us or do something for us, they run the risk of being labeled a creep. A label that all men literally dread. That's why he's not giving his seat up. But I'll tell you what's amazing about these men is that even with the hate that they often receive from feminists, they would give their seat up in a heartbeat to a woman that asked him kindly. Not the woman that expects it but doesn't say anything and then posts it online as some sort of proof that men are crap. No, the woman that he gives his seat up to will actually appreciate it and thank him. And trust me, men can tell the difference between these types of women. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong, but also tell me if I'm right on this.
I'm going to address the fact that he says that women are like children in a minute, but I wanted to start by saying that because it reminded me of this. Isn't it interesting that everything that the patriarchy says and everything that guys like this say that women are is actually what men are? Let's start with the basics. Okay, women are bad drivers. Actually, men are worse drivers. So bad that their insurance rates are higher. They cause more accidents, they get more traffic tickets, and they have more DUIs. Women talk too much. Actually, men talk more. Multiple studies across different contexts like school and work have concluded that it is in fact true that men talk more and perceive that they have talked less. We all know that men are known to interrupt women, talk over women, and silence them and take their ideas. Women are so emotional. Women are not the ones that are taking a pew-pew and ventilating a grocery store and its shoppers. We are also not the ones declaring war because we are incapable of working something out with another world leader. Next, women are mooches. If you think that you are entitled to somebody in your house cleaning up taking care of the home, taking care of the children, while you do whatever you're doing, you're the mooch. Now let's address this guy's comment. First, actually, neurologists are uncovering that women are natural-born leaders. They looked at the brain scans, they looked at their behaviors. We are better leaders. So anyways, let's indulge what you're saying for a minute. If men are out there leading, what are women doing? Are they in the home? Are they cleaning up after you? Are they taking care of your dishes and your clothing? If so, you're the child, because that's what a mommy does. And if you're incapable of doing those things for yourself and you think it's too hard, you are a child.
And when enough people make that same calculation, it stops being an individual choice and starts looking like a pattern.
So why do some men feel so triggered when they find out that some women are being provided for by their husbands, boyfriends, and fathers? Sir, I'm not asking you to pay for me. I'm not even asking you to pay for your own women, but clearly it triggers you so much to see that some men can provide a dream lifestyle for the women which they love, and you cannot. And you're so scared that your women will go online and they will understand that a relationship with you is a scam. But of course, as a strong man, you think that you can win the feminist argument by bringing your favorite topic, drafting. And you couldn't go any lower. You decided to bring my home country into this, which by the way has been at war for 9 years now. But since I'm very patient and very kind, I'm willing to teach you. First of all, feminists want draft to be abolished for both men and women, in case you didn't know. And since you're talking about Ukraine, there are currently 30,000 Ukrainian women who are fighting in the Ukrainian army. And by the way, there are also millions of men who are not in the army. But it's everything which you needed to say to prove that you still believe that women have to prove that they deserve equal rights. And you think that they can only get them through suffering. It doesn't say anything about women. It says everything about you and how threatened you are by women who have equal rights. And you are also so threatened by men who can provide dream lifestyle for women. Because clearly it makes you feel less like a man because somebody can do more than you can. Anyways, don't comment your internal issues and traumas on my page. I'm not gonna help you resolve them because I'm not your ally, because you don't even support women's rights.
At the end of the day, this isn't about winning or losing. It's about alignment. And when expectations, incentives, and outcomes don't align, participation naturally declines.
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move.